Anthony Amy spoke with the leader of the Team USA and joins us now with more. She sounds amazing.
She is amazing. She was wearing a Superwoman t-shirt when we talked, and I would say that's pretty much fitting.
Right.
Shannon, Dawn Staley's resume speaks for itself, but when she heads to Tokyo, she says there will be a new type of pressure as the head coach. The U.S. women's team began its streak of 6 straight Olympic gold medals when Dawn was a player on her first Olympic team in 1996 in Atlanta. I asked her about that, as well as other topics, including her recent candidacy to become the first female head coach in NBA history.
Obviously, every time that you participate in an Olympic Games, it requires you to be under a lot of pressure. As a player, you feel that pressure. As an assistant coach, you really don't feel as pressured. But as the head coach, it really comes down hard on you. Because you don't want to be the one. We've won 6 in a row. We want to make it 7 in a row. And it really hasn't gotten any easier. So, but I'm looking forward to challenges. And, you know, this challenge is right here in front of all of us. And we, as a coach, you got to get out of the way. You got to allow the players to be players. And they've been here before, a lot of them.
I mentioned you won 3 times Olympic gold as a player, 1996, 2000, and 2004. In 2004, Dawn was fortunate enough to be able to be chosen to carry the American flag during the Parade of Nations during the opening ceremony in Athens, Greece. Thinking back on that time and your previous times as an Olympian, what would you tell yourself as the head coach? What would you tell first-time Olympian Dawn Staley, because you will have some first-time Olympians, as you mentioned, on your squad?
I would just say, follow the vets, follow the most experienced players, because that's what I had to do. That's what Sue Bird and Diana Taurasi had to do. You know, when back in 2004, when they were the newbies coming into the system, they just sat back, enjoyed it, took notes, and relied on the veteran leadership that we provided to them at that time. And then when your numbers call, be ready.
You've built up an incredible resume as a head coach at Temple and now at South Carolina. You've acknowledged that you spoke with the Portland Trail Blazers when that NBA team had a head coaching vacancy. That job eventually went to Chauncey Billups. Are you encouraged because you and Becky Hammon were among those that Portland reached out to, or discouraged because neither of you landed the job?
It's a little bit of both, and I'll say this: I thought the entire process of interviewing for that head coaching job was fair. I do. I just think it was a fair process. I learned some things about myself. I learned some things about coaching at that level. I look at the NBA a lot differently. Like I actually role play now during these playoffs. I'm thinking, well, what would I do? I'm a Sixers fan, so I'm looking at Ben Simmons, and he's not looking confident, not playing confidently. What would I do in that situation? I was super happy for Becky Hammon, who was a finalist. The discouraging thing about it, though, is what came out afterwards. You know, the fact that Becky was probably treated a little bit differently than any other assistant coach who was trying to make that jump 12 inches over. And I just think she was scrutinized in a way that it doesn't happen in the men in that way. So I just don't want it to set us back. I don't want it to women to be gun shy about going in and trying to or to just be discouraged in interviewing for a job in the NBA. Do I think it's going to happen? Yes. Do I think a woman can be very successful in that environment? I absolutely believe so. I just think that you're going to have players, the superstars of a franchise really believing that a woman can do it. And I think it has to be a credentialed woman, one that's respected in our sport, one that has won wherever she's gone, and the one that really demands respect of the position, no matter what the gender is. If you know basketball, if you can make and help other people players become better. I think that is what should be the judge of character and the judge of success. And women should be allowed to be in that space and be successful in that way.
You do realize you described yourself completely there. Everywhere you've been, national champion, only person, male or female, to know the feeling of winning the Naismith Award as a player and a coach. I could go on forever. Your resume speaks for itself. I do want to get two quick questions in before I let you go. One, last time I had you on, I asked you about the asymmetrical hairstyle that you used to rock at Virginia and in your early WNBA days. You told me then that you don't think you can pull it off anymore. How about the bamboo earrings in Tokyo? Might we see those make a comeback?
The bamboo earrings. No, I mean, I've what I'm wearing right now is what I'm probably wearing because they're my everyday earrings. But you got something going on there. We could probably bring that back and start a trend that we all miss.
Perhaps the best dressed coach in America, Dawn Staley, will lead her team through a brief mini camp of sorts in Las Vegas before departing for Tokyo in their quest for a 7th straight gold medal. Shannon, I wish I could show you some of the pictures of Dawn rocking that asymmetrical hair in the 90s as well as those gold earrings. But as you can tell, her primary focus is securing that gold medal.
I'm sure she'll get it. But did she happen to mention anything about any hesitation about COVID-19 protocols? I know that's top of mind for a lot of people that are heading over there.
Yeah, and as we mentioned to our viewers in the last hour, she did say she's recently coached her team in Puerto Rico at a FIBA Americas tournament. They prepared for everything that they will experience as far as health and safety goes, but she also acknowledged this will not be the normal Olympic experience for anyone, and she hates that for the first timers, but it will be worth the inconvenience as long as they bring back a 7th straight gold medal.
I got that right. All right. Thank you, Anthony, for that. All right.